high definition from the station on your side. This is WAVY News Online.
The Gloucester man accused of caging his daughter in a crib appeared in court today.
In April, investigators arrested both Brian Gore and his wife Shannon after deputies say they found the couple's starving 6-year-old daughter in a homemade crib cage. Investigators say she was near death. 10 on your side's Andy Fox is in the courtroom today and has what will likely be Brian Gore's defense.
Brian Gore was in court here in Gloucester County. In these court papers, his attorney wants to know whether his client is mentally competent to stand trial. Brian Gore's attorney, Tim Clancy.
Obviously, this is a difficult case, and we're trying to do, I think all parties involved, prosecution, police, defense counsel, are doing their best to investigate this matter fairly and fully, and we're still in that process.
But in his motion for a competency evaluation, Clancy writes to the judge, Brian Gore may be suffering from a serious psychological disturbance. His ability to understand the seriousness of the offense should be examined to determine his competency to stand trial. The possibility that Brian Gore could plead insanity. Does Commonwealth's attorney Bob Hicks, who will prosecute Brian Gore, think Gore's insane?
He doesn't appear to be, but apparently his attorney's having a hard time communicating with him.
Hicks does not think the human bones found in a wooden box under the Gore shed will ever determine cause of death during the autopsy.
There was nothing there but bones, and I don't think the medical examiner's office is going to be able to come up with an opinion on cause of death.
So what does that do to first-degree murder?
Well, have to prove it some other way.
As for the 6-year-old daughter, reportedly found in a crib made into a cage, weighing less than 15 pounds and apparently near death, Hicks says physically she may fully recover, but likely not mentally.
I'm not a psychiatrist, but as you can imagine, if she never learned to talk, I mean, it's really premature to speculate where she's going to end up.
And in another matter, in civil court, the Department of Social Services arguing that Brian and Shannon Gore should lose all custody forever of their 2 children. In Gloucester County, Andy Fox, 10 on your side.
And the video you saw of Brian Gore in court, that was from his first appearance back on May 4th. All cameras were not allowed in court today. The Gores will be back in court, though, August 2nd for their preliminary hearing.
Norfolk firefighters battled a house fire in the heat of the day. Take a look at the scene shortly after 12:30 on West 40th Street. It took about 20 minutes for crews to bring the fire under control. No one was hurt. No word yet on what sparked the flames.
And shortly before that, Norfolk firefighters answered a call at a retirement community. They arrived at Harbor's Edge high-rise around 10 a.m. The building had to be partially evacuated because of a small fire in one of the apartments.
We had our smoke alarm go off this morning, and our smoke alarm system tells us exactly where the fire is at, so it told us that it was in this room right here in the corner, room 204, in our healthcare area. So when we went up there, the room was starting to fill with smoke, and so we got all the residents on that floor and the floor above it and the floor below it all out and evacuated.
Our residents were soon allowed to return to their apartments. Investigators say an air conditioner started the fire. No one was hurt.
Now, in high definition, from the station on your side, this is Super Doppler 10 Online.
And here's a look at how we did during the day on Thursday. It was 93 degrees for a high temperature. Now that is well above normal. However, the humidity was way down, so very, very dry air over the top of us during the day on Thursday. We're going to be a lot closer to normal high temperature coming up for tomorrow. In other words, around 80 degrees. It'll be about 10-15 degrees cooler for tomorrow. In fact, upper 70s to around the 80-degree mark. So real nice day coming up for Friday. Still very comfortable for Saturday in the middle of the afternoon. It'll be around 83 degrees. And then we'll start to warm back on up for Sunday. We could even see a stray shower or two, especially during the morning hours of Sunday. Now, with the dry air in place, that's going to allow the temperatures to drop overnight, quite likely into the low 60s, perhaps even some upper 50s during the overnight hours, into some inland areas, upper 50s. There's where we are during the day coming up for tomorrow. It'll be around 79 degrees. And there's that chance of rain on Sunday. Chances are that most of us won't see a thing. Just a very slight chance of rain. Again, very comfortable next couple of days. Warmer by some Sunday.
All right, Don, thank you. And thank you for watching WAVY News Online.
Join us for the latest tonight on WAVY News 10 at 11.
Now, in high definition, from the station on your side, this is WAVY News Online.